everyone, welcome to lesson 18. I want to show you real quickly what the difference between a whole rest, right? This is a whole rest, and a half rest is, what the difference. So the difference is that the whole rest, this is a whole rest, it looks like a hole in the ground. So this person right here, this terrible drawing, it looks like he's fallen or she's fallen into the hole here. Okay, so that is a whole rest. And then over here, the half rest looks like a hat. So it's up on top of the line, right? So it's up on top of the line. It looks like a hat. So a half rest looks like a hat, and a whole rest looks like a hole in the ground. It's hanging down. So let's go ahead and clap and count line one. Ready? And 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. So I'm going to clap and count. I'm going to do step 1 on line 1. So I'm going to do a full body shot so that you can see exactly how I would clap and count and tap my foot on the beat. Okay, so here's line 1, and I'm going to do step 1. Clap, say the number, and I'm going to tap my foot on the beat. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, the end of the first line. And now we're going to do step number 2, which of course you know by now is point at the note, and we're going to say the note name, and we're going to tap our foot on the beat. Okay, so here is the first 2 measures here. So we're going to point at each note and say the note name with me. Ready? And tap your foot on the beat. 1, 2, ready, go. C, A, B, G. Okay, I want to do that one more time. Ready? Point at it and say the note name. 1, tap your foot on the beat. Go. C, A, B, G. It's helpful when you have a long piece of music that can be fairly complex that you break up into 2 measures. You may want to break up into 2 measures at a time and do the steps on 2 measures at a time as opposed to trying to go from the beginning to the end. Here we are on one of our really important steps. Step number 3, we're going to finger the note on our saxophone, and we're going to say the note name out loud, and we're going to tap our foot on the beat. So here we go, step number 3. And remember, we're going to break this up into small pieces because this is the most challenging lesson that we've had so far. So we're going to break this up into 2 measures here. We're going to finger and name these 2 first. Then we're going to finger and name these 2. And then we're going to finger and name these 3. And then we're going to finger and name these 2. Whenever you have a piece of music that is complex, you want to break it up into pieces and not try to go from the beginning to the end every time. Okay, so here we go. Step number 3. We're going to finger and name out loud, right? Here we go. Our first note is a C. First note right here. Are you with me? Right here. C. And make sure you're looking at each individual note as you're fingering and naming. So here we are on that C. I've got my C finger down, which is my second finger on my left hand. Here we go. 1, 2, Ready? Finger and name out loud. C, A, B, G. And you know we're going to do this at least twice. Here we go. Beginning again on C. 1, 2, finger and name it, and again. And C, A, B, G. Remember, as we said earlier, that when you have lesson 18 is a little more complex now. So we're breaking it up into 2 measures at a time. 2 measures at a time. In this case, 3 measures here. So we're going to do the step 4. We're going to do step 4 exactly the same way. So play while counting in our head, right? I hope you're counting in your head as you're playing. And remember, these are the important number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. And you definitely want to open your teeth as you play, pull your chin down, and keep the corners of your mouth firm and your upper lip firm. And then remember, keep all of your fingers close to the pearls at all times. And also, I want you to remember to keep your fingers curled like this. All 3 of these joints should be curled. You shouldn't have any of them straightening out. So they should look like this. We talked about it in an earlier lesson where I was holding tennis balls. Okay, and then number 3, please do not write the note names for any of the notes. We're supposed to be reading the notes and learning to read the notes. And number 4, you should try your best to read the notes without writing the names of the notes on your music. You will learn to read the notes if you do steps 2 and 3, right? We've talked about it many times. 2 and 3. These are really important because you're saying the note names out loud as you're looking at the notes on the page. So that is the way to learn how to read music without writing the letters up above the notes. Okay, so we're going to do one piece at a time. So we're going to play this first. Okay, you can play with me or you can listen to me and you can pause it and then play it by yourself. Ready? And 1, 2, playing. Ready? Okay, let's do this again. Ready? And 1, 2, ready? Rest, rest, rest. So we're starting right here in the 4th measure, and we're going to do step 2. Point at the note and say the note name, and tap our foot on the beat. Ready? Do this with me. Point at your own music. 1, 2, ready? Go. A, F, G, E, rest, 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 rest. Let's do this again. Ready? With me, point at your note on your music, and I want you to make sure that you say the note names out loud. Ready? 1, 2, and say the note names. Go. A, F, G, E, rest, 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 rest. This is a great step because it not only teaches you to read music, but it also teaches your eyes to stay on the specific note that you are playing. Step 3, finger the note on the saxophone, say the note name out loud, and tap our foot on the beat. Here we are, right here, and remember this is measure 4. This is the first measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we are in measure 4. We're going to be starting on A. Okay, so get your A fingers down, and we're going to finger it on our saxophone and name it out loud and tap our foot on the beat. Here's your A fingers, 1 and 2. And 1, 2, finger name out loud, go. A, F, G, E. Okay, so I want you to do that with me again. I want you to finger A for me. Okay, put down your A fingers, 1 and 2. Now I want you to put down F. Remember, which is the third finger here and the first finger here at the same exact time. Okay, and then the next note is what? G. Okay, and then the next note is E. All right, so we have, right here, we have A, F, G, E. I want you to show me those one more time on your saxophone. Ready? Show me A. Now show me F. Now show me G. Now show me E. Okay, so we're going to finger and name that one more time, starting on the fourth measure on A. Ready? And 1, 2, tap your foot on the beat, go. A, F, G, E. Now we're playing, here we are, step number 4. You remember, you could play with me here, or you can listen to me, play it, and then pause your video, and then you play it. And 1, 2, playing it, ready? Okay, we're gonna play it again, ready? And 1, 2, play it. And remember, you want to use warm air like you're trying to fog up a glass or a mirror. Now we're going to do step 1, clap, say the number, and tap our foot on the beat. We're going to do step 1 on second line, starting in measure 7. Ready? Clap and count and tap your foot on the beat with me. And 1, 2, ready, and go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. I'm going to do a full body shot of clapping and counting and tapping my foot on the beat for the second line now, starting at measure 7. Okay, so follow along with me here. Measure 7, second line, I'm going to clap and then say the number and tap my foot on the beat. 1, 2, starting at measure 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. Notice how I'm looking at my music. I'm looking at my music the entire time I'm doing step 1. So you always want to look at each note that you're clapping and counting. So we're doing step number 2, point at the note, say the note name out loud, tap our foot on the beat. And we're going to start right here, measure 7, point at the note and say the note name with me. 1, tap your foot on the beat, go. G, E, F, A, G, C, rest. Okay, we're going to do this again. You probably need to do this 2 or 3 times before you get it. So this is 3 measures, and the notes skip around a lot. So remember, we talked about how to kind of divide and conquer, how to take on 2 measures at a time or 3 measures at a time. So basically we're breaking up this exercise into smaller pieces so it makes it a little easier to learn. Okay, so let's point at the notes and say the note names again with me. Ready? And tap your foot and say the note names. And G, E, F, A, G, C, rest, 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 rest. Okay, you're doing great. Stay with me. We are on the second line now, measure 7. We're going to do step 3, very important. We're going to finger the note on our saxophone and say the name out loud and tap our foot on the beat right here at measure 7. Here, remember, this is G, E, F, A, G, C. So I want you to finger the G for me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now what note is next? If you said E, you are correct. E, put both of these fingers on your right hand down. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 for E. Okay, and what's the next note? F. If you said F, you're correct. F. And then what's the next note? A. If you said A, you are correct. And then the next note, G. And then the next note, C. So all 6 notes, we're going to finger and name all 6 notes now. From this G, fingering and naming all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here we go. Fingering and naming all 6 with me. Get your G fingers down, because remember you want to be prepared for the first note. And 1, 2, measure 7, go. G, E, F, A, G, C. Do this one more time with me. Ready? Start on G, measure 7. 1, 2, 3. Ready and go. Say it. G, E, F, A, G, C, off. Okay, we are measure 7, beginning of the second line. We're going to do step number 4. We're going to play while counting in our head and visualizing the numbers as they go by. All right, and tapping our foot on the beat. 1, 2, ready. Let's do this again. You may, like I said earlier, you may need to play this 3 or 4 or 5 times. You may need to do it 1 measure at a time. It's okay to play just G to E over and over, and then go to the next measure and do F to A over and over, and then go to the next measure and do G to C over and over, and then start combining the measures. Okay, you can do that. That's fine. Just pause the video and practice that on your own. All right, so I'm going to play this from here to here. Ready? And 1, 2, ready? And also, I want you to ask yourself, do you feel like your tongue is touching the reed on this black pen dot here? The tip of your tongue should be touching that black pen dot at the beginning of each note. We talked about that in the earlier lesson on how to use the tongue. So if you need to go back and watch that video, I encourage you to do that. But your tip of your tongue should hit the dot on the reed right here. Step number 2, point, say the note name, tap our foot on the beat. The last 2 measures right here on the B note. And 1, tap your foot and go. And B, G, C, 2, 3, 4, off. Let's do this one for a second time. Ready? Remember, I would do each one of these more than once. And 1, 2, point and name it. B, G, C, 2, 3, 4, and off. On the last 3 notes, we have B, G, and C. Okay, so we're going to do step number 3 on the last 3 notes here. Starting on B. Okay, show me your B finger, which is just the first. Okay, now I want you to show me the next note. What is the next note? If you said G, you are correct. What is the last note? If you said C, you are correct. Okay, so we're going to finger and name the last 3 notes from B right here. Finger and name out loud with me. Get your B finger down so you can be prepared for your first note. 1, 2, finger, name, and go. And B, G, C. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Get your B finger down. Ready, and go. B, G, C. Off. Now, I want you to finger and name from measure 7 to the end. Okay, so we're going to go from measure 7. We're going to go all the way to the end here. Finger and name that entire second line. Okay, so we're at measure 7 starting on G. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Here we go. G, E, F, A, G, C. Rest, rest, rest. Here's B, B, G, C, and off. So if you had trouble with that, I want you to pause the video and I want you to rewind it, and I want you to do that as many times as you need to be successful. If you need to do it twice, that's good. If 3 times, fine. 4 times, 5 times, 10 times is good. If you do it 10 times, I think you will have it. All right, step 4, we're going to play while counting in our head and visualizing the numbers. The last 2 measures, starting on B. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, play it and go. Okay, let's do that one last time here. If you need to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, remember, that's good. 10 times is good. All right, ready? 1, 2, right there. Ready? On B. So now we're going to do step number 4, but I want to review a couple of things before we do step 4. So remember, your saxophone should be pivoting on your neck strap just like this. And you should not be holding any of the weight of the saxophone with your arms or your hands. So it should pivot just like this. See? I just pivot right up to my bottom lip. Now, what's wrong with this? My mouthpiece needs to be adjusted. I need to turn it because my head's crooked. So I'm going to turn my mouthpiece. So now my head can be straight up and down. Okay, so when I bring the saxophone up, see See how it hits my bottom lip right here. Remember, if it hits too low down here, you need to raise up your neck strap. If your saxophone is hitting your nose when you bring it up, you need to lower your neck strap. So you need to adjust your neck strap so that that reed goes right there to your bottom lip. Right there on your bottom lip. And remember, we talked about in our embouchure video how you roll just a little bit of bottom lip over your bottom teeth. My bottom teeth are right on the other side of my lip. Right there. And the reed lays right there. And then top teeth, touch the mouth teeth. And then I close my corners around. Remember in the earlier video, you may want to go back and watch the video on the embouchure when I taught how to form the embouchure. So we talked about putting your top teeth on top of the mouthpiece and then bringing your bottom lip up to the reed. And then once it touches the reed, you stop moving your jaw up. You don't ever want to bite. That's incorrect. You want to open your teeth, not close your teeth. Okay, so top teeth on the mouthpiece. I'm going to bring my bottom lip up until it touches the reed. And then I close my lips around the mouthpiece. Okay, and push your corners forward, just like this. And pull your chin down, open your teeth, okay? So here we go. I'm going to do step number 4 on the first 2 measures. Actually, the first line. Here we go. Step number 4 on the first line. And 1, 2, ready. Now I'm going to play the first line on tenor sax. And 1, 2, ready. Now here we are in the second line at measure 7. Okay, remember what we were talking about? We were talking about open your teeth, pull your chin down, and keep your corners of your mouth firm and your upper lip firm around the mouthpiece. Okay, so we're going to play this line all the way across. I'll play it first if you want to watch. And then you can pause the video and play it yourself. So remember your good posture that we talked about earlier. Okay, saxophone should be on the neck strap, pivoting up to your lip. If you need to adjust your neck strap, pull it up so that the reed rests right on your lip, bottom lip. Turn your mouthpiece if you need to, so that your head is straight up and down and not tilted. Okay, here we go. Measure 7. 1, 2, ready? And when you breathe, remember, we're breathing from down here, the bottom of our stomach. We're breathing from the bottom of our stomach near our belt. And you should only breathe in through the corners of your mouth. Right? When you're breathing, you should never breathe in through your nose. So you should never do this. I've had countless students to try to breathe that way, and that is not a good way to breathe. When you breathe through only your nose, you only fill up the top part of your lungs, and you need to fill up the entire lungs. So you want to breathe only through the corners of your mouth from the bottom near your belt, okay? So I'm gonna play this one more time, and you can notice the way I'm breathing here. So here we go. Measure 7, second line. 1, 2, 30. Now I'm playing the second line, starting at measure 7 on the tenor sax, all the way across the whole line. Okay, on tenor saxophone. And here we go. Measure 7. 1, 2, 30. So lesson 18 is one of the most difficult lessons this far. It probably is the most difficult lesson that we've had so far. But you're up to the challenge, and you know, my face-to-face students that I teach privately, we may spend a couple weeks on this lesson. So, and they may practice it for 13 or 14 days. So you need to rewind the video and you need to watch it again, and you need to spend some time with lesson 18. Don't just rush through these lessons. These lessons are for you to spend as much time as you need to learn the concepts, because the most important thing is that you come away learning how to read music and how to play the saxophone correctly. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. So don't get frustrated. I want you to rewatch some of the earlier videos on embouchure and tonguing, where I talked about the reed, the black dot on the reed. Okay, so have patience with yourself. Go back and watch some of the previous lessons. Spend some time on this. It's not a race to the end. So I'm proud of your work so far, and I'm going to see you in the next lesson.